Welcome to a glimpse into the world of cybersecurity and ethical hacking. Today, I am introducing Command and Control, my personal project designed for educational and security research purposes. In the ever-evolving landscape of network security, understanding the mechanism of cyber threat is crucial. Command and Control is a server setup that simulates how compromised computers, often referred to as botnet, can be controlled and managed. Before we dive deeper, it's important to note that this project operates strictly within ethical boundaries. It is designed for controlled, consensual environments like cybersecurity labs, where understanding the dynamics of network threats is key for developing robust defense mechanisms. Now let's dive deeper. Command and Control. This project consists of three different components. The front end, built on Angular. This project allows the administrator easy use and easy access to the botnet. It provides command line interface emulator, which helps the administrator manage the pawned computers. It also provides a way to download exfiltrated files from the botnet. And finally, it also provides historical data using a table. This table includes important information from the established sessions, such as the public IP, the operating system architecture, as well as the username, and much more data. This project is hosted on AWS S3 bucket with CloudFront distribution. The second component is the Command and Control server. This project is built on Java Spring Boot. It uses WebSockets to manage the sessions. It reroutes the compromised session to a manager session, which then allows them to execute commands on the target. This project is integrated with Okta for login mechanisms. Also connects to a MySQL database with the following ERD diagram in order to keep track of the malware sessions. And the third part, the malware. This project is built on C#.NET. Since .NET provides Windows native features, the target does not need to download anything. That way, they could only click on the executable and it will connect to the Command and Control, making it easier to distribute with no dependencies. It allows multiple features such as remote code execution, exfiltrate files to the Command and Control, access the camera, screen capture, exfiltrate browser data such as cookies, history, password, credit cards, download history. Also behaves as ransomware to encrypt files, and also steals tokens such as AWS, Discord, and so on. Also provides distributed denial of service capabilities to the attacker. And finally, also monitors the Bitcoin addresses and then would replace them with attacker defined addresses. The malware then would be distributed under multiple phishing pages. For example, the OBS project. This is an open source video streaming software that is highly used for streaming. The attacker would clone this site and would replace the executable with a malicious one. For example, here is a cloned replica of this site with the executable being replaced. This would be marked as malware. The attacker then would replace the domain with a typo squatted domain representing the real one. For example, could use Route 53 to purchase a domain that is very similar to the real one. Once that target downloads the malware, clicks on it, they would connect to the command and control and allows full access to the attacker to the target machine to use them for various operations, such as using them as a part of a distributed denial of service. Let's log into the command and control. As you see, we have a connection. We could execute various commands such as info, connect, sessions to list all the sessions, and so on. Let's connect to the command and control. Let's connect to one of our targets, number 13. And in here we could list directories, execute commands. Let's open up calculator. Calculator is opened. We could exfiltrate files from the target. Let's look at the list of commands that we could execute. One of it is upload. This allows us to upload any file to our command and control. Let's upload this file here. This file was sent successfully. Now we could download the file. This file would be sent to an S3 bucket, and then we could download it using the backend API. We could play music on the target machine. We could take a screenshot. This would display both of the cameras. This would display both of the screens. Screenshot captured. Refresh. We could also take camera shots so we could access the camera. This is returning an error because I am already using that camera. Other things that we could do, we could exfiltrate tokens. This would look for popular tokens such as Discord, AWS, GCP, and Azure. Like you see here, we're able to find the Discord token. Some possible tokens here, such as AWS and Okta. This command would gather all these files and then would put them inside a zip file, which could be we could use to exfiltrate the tokens. Let's open up the Discord token again. This one is not a token. But it may contain important information. We could exfiltrate the browser data. This will exfiltrate the browser history, usernames, passwords, download history, cookies, and credit cards. Then it would send it inside a zip file which contains an Excel sheet. Let's take a look. It's done. We will download it using the table. Let's retrieve the latest session or the latest 3 sessions. This involves table contains a lot of information about the target, such as the public IP address, the version, the username, malware language. There's 2 types. There's Java and there's C#. We're using the C# version. And the encryption key in the event that we decide to encrypt the files inside the target. Let's download the browser. And this is, you could click this to expand the files underneath. Like you see here, the history. The download history. The logins. And the cookies. It may also include credit cards if there are credit cards stored inside the browser. In my case, there's no credit card stored. We could also use the target to attack different servers. Let me set up a server. Come back. I have set up a simple web server using updog utility in Python. This tool is mostly used for file exfiltration. Now let's attack this server. Attack curl. Now we should be able to see a request every few seconds. This is being done on random, on purpose. But the request will always be within 7 seconds. Now, let's stop the attack. Attack has stopped. We could also use this as a ransomware. Let's navigate to a directory that is meant to be encrypted. I will be encrypting the test directory. I do have multiple files in here. Example, an Excel sheet, text file, a photo, now observe the background. The background will change once the malware encrypts the files. Encryption. The malware has successfully encrypted the files. Also sent us this message here. We could observe the wallpaper have changed as well. Let's observe the files. Screenshot is no longer, can't use it anymore. Text file is encrypted. Excel sheet is encrypted as well. Once the target pays the ransom, we could decrypt. The encryption key is stored in our table. Now we have decrypted the files. We have sent the user this message here. Let's look at the files again. is readable once again. And also, this malware monitors the clipboard for Bitcoin addresses and replaces them with a target defined address. Let's see an example. I am back with a sample of Bitcoin addresses. I will demonstrate how the attacker could manipulate the clipboard data, replacing it with attacker defined data. And with that, we've reached the end of our demonstration of Project Command and Control. Finally, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay ethical. Thank you.